Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a get ready with me. So I'm going to be doing my makeup. As you can see, I've already curled my hair. Looks a bit mad at the moment because I haven't brushed it through, but I'm leaving it for a moment, and then I'll brush it through a little bit later. My makeup with you on here. I am actually meeting a friend today, hence why I'm making an effort for once and not just staying in my jogging bottoms all day. Because I am meeting a friend which I haven't seen in, well, obviously I haven't seen him in a while because of lockdown, but before that we didn't see each other like for a while either. So I think it's probably been about a year, over a year since I've seen him, which is mental. So yeah, we're going for a catch up and we are going for some drinks. He's picking me up at 2, and yeah, we're just gonna go and catch up and stuff. So I am going to start doing my makeup. I am no makeup artist, I'm going to put that out. I am like probably worse than a lot of people who do makeup on YouTube. Mine's not brilliant, not going to lie. But I need to do it nevertheless, so why not do it whilst you're on here as well. To start off with, I am going to use something that I've been really loving at the moment, is this little moisturiser. So it's the I don't know how you can see that. It's the Apparel, I have no idea how to say this, so I do apologise if I butcher it up. La Roche-Posay, I think that's how you say it. This is the Apparel Duo Plus Unifiant, and it's in the shade medium. So basically it's just a tinted moisturiser, but it really helps your skin. I read somewhere that the more you use it, like the more your skin will just look naturally like poreless and that. So I'll just stick a load of that on. Basically, because it's got the tint in it, it's kind of a bit like a light foundation almost. So as you can see, it comes out like that sort of colour. But I just use this daily, and it's ideal for like no makeup days when you still want to have a bit of a glow and you want your skin to just even out. There we go, so that's on. I use this MAC strobe cream. I actually think I got this in a glossy box. Pretty sure I did, because I've seen people use it, but it's not something that I would go ahead and buy, because obviously MAC is expensive, and unless I'm really desperate for it, I don't tend to just go and purchase stuff from MAC, because it is so expensive. So I just put that all over my face. I'm not putting on overly heavy makeup today because it is really nice weather outside. I mean, you can't see right now because I've got the blind shut, because in this room usually the blind is shut because I'm usually getting changed in hair, so I don't see the point in keeping it open and closing it. Because unfortunately we live in an estate where people can see into the rooms, so don't want to scare anyone. Next I'm going to use this Airbrush Away Sheer Finish Foundation. So it's like I like to use this one when I've got a bit of a tan, or on days where I don't want to put heavy makeup on if the weather's nice or something. So I tend to stick for this one. The other foundation I normally use is, I got from the outlet store, the cosmetics company, the outlet store in Clarks Village. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I think I wear this in, it's got SPF 10 in it as well, and I wear this in the shade 1N2. So if I ever wear proper makeup and like put full on makeup, that's the foundation I always use at the moment. This is in the shade Light, by the way. Yeah, don't be fooled by the name, because to me Light is like almost porcelain colour, so more like, where's my concealer, more like this sort of colour, I would have said is light. This is not that colour. This is a very, very nice colour, and it's tanned, but it's just very thin. I find it's a very thin foundation. So I just put a dollop of that on my hand, and I should probably have put on sun cream today underneath my makeup, but I'm really rubbish at doing that, so don't judge me for that. But I am really bad at it. I do find that because this foundation is a lot thinner than a normal foundation, I do have to, it doesn't really cover my spots, so like I have, unless I've got like a really big spot, I get like little patches of like under the skin spots, which would normally be covered by my foundation. But unfortunately, because this one is so lightweight, which is great, it just doesn't cover up those bits and my blemishes, so I tend to go with some concealer over them where I normally wouldn't. So now I take my concealer, which, like I showed you, I use the L'Oreal Paris Inflammable. No, not inflammable. Jesus. Not inflammable. Infallible. I've got no idea. My English is appalling lately. So it's more than a concealer, basically. I use this in the shade Ivory, by the way. 322, if anyone's interested. But I was using the MUA concealer. That was the one that I was using. But I've decided recently it's not giving me as much brightness and like coverage as I'd like, so I've gone back to that one, because under my eyes, obviously, are the first things to show when you're tired, and my life at the moment is very crazy, and so I'm quite tired a lot of the time, especially with chronic fatigue as well. Sorry, not chronic fatigue, but fibro. Obviously you get more tired, whereas I feel like that just brightens the eye up a lot more, especially compared to the MUA one. Like, don't get me wrong, the MUA one for the price is great, and I was wearing it a lot. But yeah, like I said, I just don't think it gives me as much of a brighten as I would like. But yeah, they are definitely good if you want something that's not as full coverage. I was using the foundation a lot as well before. I've got quite a few MUA products because they are so affordable, like next level affordable. And they work, which is amazing. It just depends what sort of thing you're looking for when you like buy a foundation and a concealer and stuff. It depends what sort of thing you're after. Right, that's cool. I'll leave that one just in case I need that. What do I want next? Oh, setting powder. This always goes everywhere. I don't understand why. I can do anything and it will just literally go everywhere. I mean, like I said, I use MUA quite a lot. This is an MUA setting powder. This is the translucent one. But I do get a lot of my Like I said, I do get a lot of my tips from just watching YouTube videos. And like if I think that someone's used a product which would suit my skin type, or I like the way that it's worked on theirs, I will usually get my stuff from that. Yeah, that's pretty much the main way I judge my products. Because I never used to use setting powder, and then the amount of videos I watched and like the difference it made, I was like, I think I need to get myself some of that. So I did, but I didn't break the bank by buying it. So obviously today I am going to meet a guy friend who is one of my very good friends, but I know it's quite a controversial thing, especially as I am in a relationship. I know that people don't love that idea. I know that some, I mean, I've had friends who won't let their partner meet up or even be friends with any other person of the opposite sex, but they've just used the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, which I think is the most used bronzer in the world. And yeah, I know it can be quite a tricky subject. So Alex obviously he's quite a friendly person in general, and he has quite a lot of girlfriends, and it took me a while because obviously in my last relationship, the only girlfriend he really had, he then left me for. So it took me quite a while to understand that Alex has obviously got a lot of girlfriends, and that he's obviously going to still want to see them and meet out with them. And I have always said, and I even said this in my last relationship, I've always said I will never stop my partner from being friends with girls. Like, it's just not who I am. I'm just spraying Urban Decay All Nicer onto my brush, my highlight brush, and I'm using, which is actually breaking on me, the Glow MUA highlight palette. And like, yeah, it took me a while to understand that. Alex is just a generally friendly person, so he's got a lot of girlfriends, and yeah, like I said, I've never been one to be like, no, you can't be friends with a girl, because throughout school, throughout just life in general, I've had a lot of guy friends, and I've been on the receiving end of, oh, they've got in a relationship and their partner or their girlfriend doesn't like me, and doesn't want me to be friends with them anymore, because obviously we are of the opposite sex, and I know how frustrating that can be, because yeah, like I said, I've been the friend, and it's so upsetting because a lot of my best friends are guys. Like, obviously I have my girlfriends who I love to pieces, but growing up I've always chosen more to be around the guys than I have the girls, because especially throughout school, just including me, like, I'm not saying that I didn't do this, but girls are so bitchy. Like, sometimes you just need to hang out with guys and just chill out, like, because there is no drama with the guys. If the guy has drama with someone else, he'll either try and beat the shit out of him and then they'll move on, or they'll just be like, do you know what, I don't care, move on. Boys don't hang on to grudges like girls do, and they're not bitchy like girls are. And so yeah, so that's really frustrating for me. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, see, this is why I'm rubbish at these videos. I used 24-hour brow setter on my brows, just by benefit. I only use that, I don't add colour to my brows because I've got quite naturally quite dark brown eyebrows anyway. If I make them much darker they look wild. So yeah, so I know that I used to hang around with a lot of guys, and I still have a lot of guy mates, and I know what it feels like to be the friend the guy gets in the relationship, and like you couldn't be happier for them, and then the next thing you know they're contacting you saying, oh, I can't speak to you anymore because my girlfriend doesn't like it. And bearing in mind I will have already taken a step back, because obviously I want them to have their relationship, so I'm not going to be constantly messaging the guy 24/7, meeting up with the guy. Like, I have respect for the girl, I wouldn't push it, but at the same time, like, a lot of my mates have had to block me on social media, and then they'll almost like contact me in secret from their girlfriend, and it's like, that's worse than just being upfront with your girlfriend and like your girlfriend just knowing what's going on. I think the more strict you are, I've said this about people growing up as well, the more strict your parents are, the more defiant you're going to be, and the worse it's actually going to be. Whereas if you're in a relationship where you could be open and honest and there were no issues, then I think it's a much healthier relationship. But like, obviously when I was in my last relationship I cut off pretty much all of my friends. I think I might do a video at some point on my last relationship, but obviously it wasn't, our relationship ending and how our relationship wasn't fully his fault, so I'm not going to sit here and say he was the worst person in the world. The relationship itself was two-sided, and it was my first ever relationship, and I hold my hands up and say I did stuff wrong, not only for him but for me. And so in my last relationship I cut off all ties pretty much with my friends, and I stopped talking to pretty much everyone. And now he never told me to do that, so I'm not going to sit here and say he told me to do that. I just did it because I was completely besotted by this guy and I wanted to spend every waking minute with him. And I just had that first relationship sort of not knowing what to do. So yeah, so I cut off relationship ties with all my friends. So now that I'm in a relationship with Alex, it's a completely different relationship altogether. So like I said, he's got a lot of girlfriends and a lot of friends in general that he meets up with. Like, we meet up with them together as well, so it's either like we'll meet them together or he'll meet them on his own, and I am okay with that. There are some girls obviously that I don't know as well, and because of my last relationship I don't trust many girls, but I don't have an issue with any of his friends. I actually like all of his girlfriends, and get on really well with all of them. The ones that I know and like the ones that I've heard of, I don't have an issue with at all. So that was weird for me to get used to that, and then it was also weird for me to, because he would always say, well, why don't you meet up with, like, so I've got a few guy mates, and he'd be like, why don't you meet up with so and so? I'd be like putting it off, and like we sat down and I just said to him, like, I find it weird talking to my guy mates because I was never, encouraged to when I was in my last relationship. And also I have, like, we talked about it, and I was like, I am naturally quite a flirty person. Like, I will joke, I will have banter. That is me having banter. It's not me trying to come on to anyone or anything. That is my type of banter, and that's the sort of banter that we have. And I obviously didn't want to make Alex feel uncomfortable by me then going meeting up with all these guys and having that banter without him understanding, because obviously that can come across really, really badly, and I would never want to make Alex feel uncomfortable, or put either of us in a position which is not right, you know. So we spoke about it, and he is very, very much all for me being me around my guy friends, not changing in such that I'm not going to change my banter, because that wouldn't be being me, but obviously have respect for him, which I would instantly. And if anything would happen and the guy got the wrong idea, then obviously I'd put him in his place, and that would be it. So I would never put Alex in a position that made him feel uncomfortable, or that I was doing anything wrong, and him the same back, because obviously he meets up with a lot of girls and he is that sort of way as well with them. And I think it's about trusting the other person as well. Also, I know a lot of his girlfriends. I think, I mean, he doesn't know a lot of my guy friends, but he's, like, I FaceTimed a couple of them whilst he's been there, and, like, they've chatted, and he can see that they're harmless. Like, they are genuinely my friends, and to be fair, I see majority of them as like brothers, because a lot of them have grown up with through horrible situations. Like, a lot of them have got me through it, and so yeah, that's the tea. I mean, it wasn't really tea, but that's some information for you. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you feel about it. I mean, like I said, I know that there's girls out there that won't even let their guys have, like, girlfriends, so, and let alone meet up with them and message them. Like, that can be really strange for some people. So let me know what your opinions are on that, because I know it can be quite controversial. But yeah, like I said, I am going to meet with one of my friends who I haven't seen in a long time, who is a male. And yeah, I've done my makeup now. I forgot to say, the mascaras I used, they look horrendous, so I do apologise. This is Maybelline, and this is Great Lash. I find that this one really gives me a lot of volume. And then the one I use over the top, I use 2 coats of the Great Lash, and then I use 1 coat of this, and I use this on my bottom lashes. And this is False Lash Telescopic, and who's this by? L'Oreal Paris, that's it. But please ignore how disgusting it looks. It's well used. So yeah, so I am now, what time even is it? I think I'm really early. Okay, so it's now 10 to 1. So I'm going to brush through my hair and then just chill out for a bit until he comes to pick me up. And do my lips as well, because I haven't put lipstick on yet. Don't panic, I will put stuff on my lips. I will show you my outfit in a bit, and then I will probably catch up with you when I'm about to go out. So I'll see you in a bit. So this is my outfit of the day. I thought I would show you quickly. I am going to now be filming on my phone, by the way, because I don't really fancy taking my camera out with me today. So anything that gets filmed whilst I'm out, and from now on will probably be on my phone. But this is the outfit of the day. So I've just got on this really cute little, like, it's actually shorts, but they're so floaty. I got these from Pretty Little Thing, and this bodysuit is actually from Primark, and it is actually underwear. Now, I got this tip. I'm a size 12 to 14 through and through. This is a size extra small, which is a size 68 according to Primark. And I'm not joking, best thing I've ever done. If you haven't already, go and check out Emily Lucy Ratch. I will link her stuff below, because she is honestly the most amazing girl going. She's a size 12-14, and she is trying to do as much as she can. Like, her message is so good. She's so positive about her body. She's trying to get, like, to help more girls out there that are size 12-14s, because when you go online and you shop, the model's either 6'8" or they're 16 and above. There's no size 12 girls online. So she was actually where I got this idea from, was to do this bodysuit, and that's actually where she got a lot of her publicity, was telling people about this bodysuit. So yeah, go check out her stuff, because it is really good. So yeah, so this is my outfit. I'm going to put trainers on, and a denim jacket I'm just going to chuck over, because although it looks nice outside, I don't know if it'll get me nippy. I'm not sure. It's a bit breezy, so I might put a sticker jacket on. I don't know if you've noticed, but the necklaces that I'm wearing, so I've got my Tiffany's on, which I got for my 18th, but I've also got, so Alex's, the ring that, I don't know if you remember, but Alex got me a ring for Christmas, and it's very special for me. And unfortunately, long story short, he put it in his pocket, and it was next to his phone. He sat down and he's like squashed it. So I don't know if you can see, but it actually lies funny now. And unfortunately, the place where he got it from, their shops aren't open yet, because obviously lockdown, and I don't think that they'll actually open until stuff settles down more, because their shops are so small that I don't know that they can open. Online is open, but for repairs and stuff, I think I have to go in the shop. So unfortunately, I can't get that fixed, and it's been broken probably now for at least a few months. So I found a new way to wear it. So I wear out my necklace, so I feel like he is there and he keeps me calm, because obviously I get anxious when I go out the house without him. So he's there with me. I've just got my earrings in from Primark, which I posted in my Primark haul video. Go check that out if you haven't. And yeah, that is my outfit of the day. I've just lightly brushed through my curls as well. So it is obviously a lot later now. Things haven't gone to plan. I feel like this is a recurring thing, but that's what happens when you live with anxiety, depression, fibro. This just kind of comes all with it. But I thought, I'm just uploading my video for today, which was a whole nother mare, because I was going through what I was going through today, and then it was 4 o'clock before I realised I haven't even scheduled today's video. But that's fine, that's part of life. So I put a message up saying that it'll be up late today, but that's what I'm doing now. So I thought, whilst I do that, I'll just come on here and have a chat. Hey, I've gone up with 2 subscribers. I'm now at 95. I'm 5 away from 100. What the hell? That's actually mental. Well, that's made my day a little bit better. So basically, what happened was, I was ready to go, and in the back of my head I thought, I reckon he's going to cancel. I kind of prepared myself for him to cancel, because I know that he has done that before, and I thought it's easier if I prepare myself first, just in case. He didn't cancel. What happened was, I texted him about 20 minutes before 2 o'clock, which would be about the right time for him to leave, because he lives in Chard, which is about 20 minutes away. So I texted him and just said, like, are you still up for today? And about 20 minutes before he was meant to leave, he texted me back, and basically he went out last night and got peed, got very drunk, and had only really just woken up and couldn't currently hold any drink or food down. So I was like, right. So we didn't cancel. We rearranged for 5 o'clock because he needed time to wake up and try and hold some food and stuff down. So obviously I was meant to be meeting Carl at 5. Well, it's quite funny because as I was messaging him, about to message him, he actually messaged me to ask if I could do tomorrow night instead, because he was still feeling really ill from being hungover. So we've decided to do it tomorrow night instead. So if that goes ahead, I will obviously film bits and pieces from seeing him.